How's it going, guys? Hayden here, driving the number 4 GVI car. We're down at Hampton Downs this weekend. Really looking forward to some great, close racing. Hopefully not too much smashing. Weather's a little bit suspect, but that adds to the fun. Check us out. You're gonna love it.
Race 2 lines up a reverse top 10 based off the results from heat number 1. Joel Herbert and Kieran Rollinson off the front row, and first and second in race number 1, Alexandra Whitley and Jaden Dodge from row 5. Murray Brook out of 13, Trey Nairn from 14, Cameron Wiley from 17, Dean Hanson from 18, go back to Hayden Johnson from 19, Blake Harris from 20, and completing the field of 28, Jessica Antinovich and Eric Wood out of position 28. Nice sunny conditions, total contrast to the conditions for race number 1. Race 2 for the Ssangyong Racing Series here at Hampton Downs. Joel Herbert off the pole in the MTF yellow and black action alongside Kieran Rollinson in the BG Wheels example. This is going to be busy. They're already 3 wide down through turn number 1.
Yeah, different conditions for race 2, so they've all made it through so far. Here we go into turn 2.
4 wide on the approach to 2. On board here with Todd Perugine. That was Kirk Stoneman to his inside. There's contact there. And I think there was another one to Kirk's inside as well, because they were 3 wide. And that just highlights how slippery that grass is off track here at Hamptons. Look at that pool of water to the left as Hayden Johnston blasts on by Perugine.
Yeah, any little mistake there, Jamie. The grass is still wet in a field of 28 going past you. It's not a nice feeling at all.
Joel Herbert leads the race from Reese Clements, Kieran Rollinson side by side, Rowan Shepherd and Christina All-West. Jaden Dodge, Daniel Connor, Royce Rollinson, Alexandra Whitley, and they're all pretty much side by side through the hairpin on lap number 1. But it's Joel Herbert leading away. Now, notably here, Gene, no race 1 winner has ever won the reverse top 10 grid race. That's how competitive this series is.
Oh, it's a tough category, Jamie. A lot of people say these utes are easy to drive, but up the top there, I mean, it's pretty tough, and the lap times are all very similar, so you've really got to drive these cars smooth and hard, and sometimes it's not easy coming from the middle of the pack up the front.
Daniel Connor being shadowed here by Jaden Dodge. That is 7th and 8th. Alexandra Whitley to the inside of Royce Rollinson. I think just a second covered the top 15 positions in qualifying, again highlighting how tight this category is.
Ryan Urban here has gone in front of Alex, so he's having a pretty good run. It's only his second ever race in Ssangyong Ute.
He's learning very, very quickly, and he actually set the fastest lap of race number 1 to carry some bonus points through on a drying track, to the point he was actually 2 seconds quicker than anybody else on the racetrack. On board here with Ryan Urban, the newly crowned DDT Masters Rotax World Champion, certainly one of New Zealand's top kart sport races.
And Christina Orr just in front of me, Jamie, and she's recovered from a pretty nasty accident in the last race at Pukekohe, so she's doing pretty well to be up the front of the field here.
Yeah, very, very big mover in the first race, 16th to 6th in the tricky wet conditions, dry conditions here for race number 2. Things just starting to settle down a little bit. Joel Herbert continues to lead this race. How much progress can Jaden Dodge and the likes of Alexandra Whitley and Daniel Connor make through to the front of this field? Connor's up to 4th. Here's one of the big movers already, Gene.
Yeah, he's having a pretty good run here, Jamie, and Jaden isn't too far behind, so they could have a pretty good run here towards the front of the field.
Looks like Dean Hanson just in the background, parked off on the side of the track in the number 18. So Joel Herbert never won a Ssangyong Racing Series race before. Reese Clements, he's never been on the podium. He's in 2nd, and this battle is on.
Yeah, Daniel's got a pretty good toe up the straight here and could just stick it down the inside. Yeah, I think he's got enough here.
Looking down the inside of Kieran Rollinson. Side by side. This is good close quarters racing. Back on board with Todd Perugine. He's going to look to go down the inside of Matt Gibson. And there's contact. That looked like possibly contact to his inside. Gibson's gone around.
Looked like Todd might have just gone a little too hot there, Jamie, and just locked the rears. And unfortunately, Matt was a bit of an innocent bystander there.
And Gibson with nowhere to go is going to rejoin. And a second consecutive difficult race for the Right Tanks number 88. Here's the replay. This is on board with Matt Gibson. Yeah, certainly didn't know a lot about that. And there was another vehicle down the inside of Perugine as well, so that may not have been down to Todd Perugine. Here's Rowan Shepherd battling, and he's got by Kieran Rollinson. Jaden Dodge up to 6th. He's working his way forward.
He's in a pretty good run here. Kieran looks like he's struggling a little bit with understeer. So we've got Jane behind, and Alex is actually caught up as well. So the two two winners from the last race, first and second, moving their way through the pack.
Here's Jaden Dodge down the inside of Kieran. Close side-by-side racing, a little bit of contact. Can he keep the momentum up the hill, though, as Rowan Shepherd uses all of the racetrack out to the left? Dodge to the inside of Rollinson. Here comes Whitley looking to make it 3 wide. And she's going to tuck on to the back bumper of Jaden Dodge as the last lap board comes out. Can Joel Herbert hold on for the victory? He's under pressure, and it's Daniel Connor now applying the pressure. Looking to the inside on the run down to 2. Can he get the job done? No, a little bit of contact going in. Herbert holds on to it. Can he survive this last lap challenge from Daniel Connor and Reese Clements, who is still in that 3rd position?
Yeah, definitely last of the late breakers there, Jamie. You just see a little bit of momentum loss, and Reese Clements is right there, so it's a 3-way battle here on the last lap.
Only a couple more opportunities for Daniel Connor. Can he get a run down into the hairpin? He looks to the outside. Herbert's in the mirrors. Down deep, Connor looking down low. Again, contact. He can't get it to stick, and he's going to lose momentum. Reese Clements pulls to his outside. Connor's still got the inside line, though. And that might have just taken a little bit of pressure off Joel Herbert.
Yeah, definitely. Daniel was definitely giving Joel a bit of Morse code on the back there, but Joel's done extremely well to hold him off.
So from the pole in race number 2, looking for his first ever victory in the Ssangyong Racing Series in MTF colours, Rowan Shepherd in 4th. He's looking for a run up the hill with Reese Clements. Jaden Dodge 5th, Alexandra Whitley 6th. So 1st and 2nd in race 1 will cross the line 5th and 6th. But in which order is Joel Herbert will take his first ever victory in the Ssangyong Racing Series. Victorious in race number 2 from Daniel Connor, who gave it his all on the last lap. Joel Herbert with the victory, just a 1/10 of a second ahead of Daniel Connor, with Reese Clements 3rd, Rowan Shepherd 4th, Jaden Dodge 5th, Alexandra Whitley in 6th. Looking outside of the top 10, Trey Nairn, Kirk Stoneman, Mark Mallard, Todd Prugine and Blake Harris. Cameron Wiley 19th, Ben Forrest in 20th. And completing the finishes of the 28 that started, Steph Agent, Jessica Antinovich and Eric Wood.
It was getting a bit difficult near the end with Daniel coming up, but I managed to hold him off and bring back the win. So yeah, I'm just over the moon at the moment.
It was a pretty tough race, and you sort of got away early, and then they sort of came back to you about halfway through.
Yeah, the car started to slowly go off, and they started to catch me, and then I was just lucky the last few laps to keep it in first. So yeah, I'm just over the moon, so happy at the moment.
Yeah, it was a pretty hard race, but luckily we had some speed, so it definitely makes it easier. And some people made it a little bit easy for me, which was nice because they sort of saw me coming. So that was a good race, and hopefully we'll have a next couple of good ones as well.
Reece, a bit of a race of first race win for Joel down the other end of pit lane, and your first podium. Well done, mate. It was pretty eventful.
Yeah, mate. Bloody roped. It was full on, but